Революционный RPG-детектив. Диско Elysium. Ну, сейчас оценим. Слухов ходило очень много об этой игре. Как плохих, так и хороших. Есть тот, кто меня пугал этой игрой, говорит, никогда ее нельзя пройти, это сложная игра. Сейчас посмотрим. Заум. Информация какая-то есть на треугольник. Етить твои 20. Лучше бы я не открывал бы. Выделить действие. Приблизить. Диалог меню, восстановление здоровья, восстановление боевого духа, взаимодействие. Но это все научно, что-то. Смотри, какую фигню ты нашел внизу, видал? Хорошо в настройки полез. Вот я прям вот уже разработчикам большое спасибо. Понимаешь, вот они, блядь, подумали о том, что лудить будут эту игру не по-детски. И все музыкальные, блядь, которые Рамштайны, Хренайны, всех вырезали. Хардкорный режим, сложность на... Не, наверное, не буду. Хардкорный ставить. Я все-таки не считаю себя хардкорным игроком. Ну чё, поехали. Ох, ебическая сразу. Смотри, какая штука выскочила. Создать своего персонажа. Тут можно и накосячить в создании и выборе, Саша. Можно и на такого налудить, да? Мыслительные способности. Максимум 6. Но мы будем очень сильны, чтобы, если что, всем сразу давать пизды. Потому что я буду играть от человека, если, блядь, мне кто-то что-то воспринял, ты либо его должен уговорить, либо дать ему пизды. А мы должны быть сильные. Ну и моторика, конечно, хреновая. Восприятие реакции, насколько вы проворны. Блядь, надо хоть, конечно, вот так вот прокачать. Вот так вот, возможно. Хотя детектив и ум для детектива должна быть это... Если я, конечно, понимаю, что мы детектив или кто мы там, блядь. Детективный RPG. Ну ладно. 2-2-6-2. А это что такое? Еще здесь что-то выбирать надо, смотри. Так, значит, в интеллекте у нас 2 навыка и в стойкости 6. Мы можем выбрать... А, это индивидуальные навыки. Сумрак. Доберите своего тела, запутайте людей. Чего? Отлично подойдет нервным следователям Кофу, которые сначала стреляют, а потом задают вопросы тем, кто ненавидит сюрпризы. Ну, кстати, да, можно. Сумрак поможет вам решить, сражаться или спасаться. Вы сможете предвидеть различные события. Очень прикольный навык. Трепет. Когда температура падает и чувство обостряется, вы обучаете трепет. Вы на высоких уровнях трепет окружающих могут показать. Очень прикольно. Я, конечно, тут все надо выбрать, но... Отправьтесь на планету Тусовок, вы любите наркотики, и это взаимно. Электрохимия — это зверь внутри вас, который только и ждет, чтобы погрузиться в пучину бурных наслаждений. Вы сможете принимать наркотики, не страдая от побочного количества эффектов. Можно электрохимию ебануть, наркомана, блядь, он, блядь, затащит, я его знаю. Давай, наркомана, по хуям. Кто там будет? Охрененно, наркоман будет играть у меня, блядь, охеренно. А я не понимаю, у меня сейчас этот навык только открылся, этих нету, Сань, не понимаю, не знаешь? Коронный навык. Охренеть. Понял, Саша, блядь? Вы не поймете городской жизни, если ничего не знаете о сексе и о наркотиках. Тут надо профессионалом быть в этом деле. Секс, разврат, наркотики, блядь. Нам надо такого чувака, иначе пиздец. Это пиздец. Если это все так здесь сделано, это хорошо проработали, блядь, RPG. Потому что я даже боюсь читать все вот это, блядь. Это ебануться. Здесь можно дня 3 просидеть, провести время. Это, конечно, полная дичь, блядь, как они. А еще мне надо в любом случае, походу, выбрать в интеллекте, в психике и в моторике по одному навыку. Грубая сила. Короче. Управляйте интеллектуальной стихией, разложите мир по полочкам, задействуйте все свои знания, удивляйте эрудицией, совершайте искусство убеждения, наслаждайтесь жизненными баталиями, переиграйте всех. Врите, но не дайте обмануть себя. Может еще пиздоболом быть, блядь. Быть наркоман пиздобол, блядь, Саша. Чтоб легко запомнить, кто я. Станьте свидетелем творчества, развейте чуткость к искусству. Восстановите события. Прикольный навык. С визуальным анализом вы станете экспертом не только в области права, но и законов природы. Вы сможете создавать у себя в голове виртуальные модели места преступления. Будете способны по осколкам разбитого стекла восстановить траекторию полета пули с математической точностью. Вы также станете опытным следопытом, однако взгляда вам будет достаточно, чтобы определить размеры модели обуви, а также рост, вес и пол ее. На высоких уровнях визуального анализа мир раскроет перед вами свои тайны, но вы сможете так увлечься картинками, которые точно не заметите злоумышленника у себя под носом. Однако на низких уровнях ваш внутренний двор увидеть ничего, и событие будет невозможно без посторонней помощи. Понятно. Однако на низких уровнях вы не сможете ни лгать, ни лгать ложь. А для копа это означает только одно: скорую встречу с могильными червями. Ладно, будем драму качать. Пиздобол прохождение. То есть либо сюда, один навык. Все, тогда только наркоман. Все понятно. Жалко, что... Подтвердить. Навык качается только один. Демоны ярости живут в зеркалах, они здесь как дома. Даже в самой прозрачной воде можно утонуть, если она не глубокая. Говорит, начать лудильник? Начать.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt, ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing. Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone. Do you really?
Чё?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on your...
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Yes, your one disco mother. Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you, A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music. The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open.
Я проснулся, Саша. Графоний. Это я, Санек? Нет ни инвентаря, ничего. Какой-то такой вот этот персонаж. Внутри что такое?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the floor. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yours. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft veil. As you slowly reach your hand towards the abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Ригор Мортис, что это такое, не знаешь, что?
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. Good call. Go ahead and try something if you like. Or, you know, stop staring into the mirror.
Непонятно нихуя. Ну давай потом. О, лудильня есть, взять все. Нельзя посмотреть, что там за одежда сразу. Взять все. О, инвентарь стал доступен. Ебать, шляпа, куртка, рубашка, штаны, левая рука, ключи, правая рука, обувь, перчатки, шея, очки. О, инструменты, одежда, предметы, взаимодействие. Тут, короче, может быть.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's... This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost the blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. You can take it. Just breathe in slowly. This is not a real heart attack. This is a joke. It's probably just your lungs or your esophagus. The esophagus does practically nothing. You hear a jingle. keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie as somehow the lights are off again. The lights are on.
Почему не хватит? Газ, не понимаю.
The lights are off again. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to... The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Мне кажется, это ботинок вылетел.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Непонятно, что за дверь. Ёлки-палки, я стал нормально ходить, Саша. Лудильня продолжается. Срочно на балкон. К баю пока не пойдем. Какой сегодня день недели?
Hello, officer.
Подожди, мне без ботинка хватит. Чё дверь не закрыл? Еще ограбит хату, блядь. Реал нашел. Не бойтесь говорить странные вещи, Лилиан.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Hello, officer.
Ну,
The
поудим
young
сейчас.
woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir. Okay, cool. I won't. Okay.
Whoa! Something wants to come out of you. A bit of vomit? Thankfully you keep it down, because your body does not control you.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
The words have already left your mouth.
Я хочу с вами перешпокаться.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again. No. You see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Pretty, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit. I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise... it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Не дала, Сань.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The living shit. Your Mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that, a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostril. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Нам нужны сигареты, Саша. Срочно.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. Still no answer. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it. That felt good. Everyone is a whore. Now punch a hole in the door. That felt good. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do. Not to mention, great exercise. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. As you hold the metal, you sense the warmth left there by her hand.
Не смог Саша открыть дверь. Но рука теперь болит еще. Ну, тут карта висит, чего не берешь?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? No, I don't think so. We should ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree? Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
After it's been up in a tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and you must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Whatever do you mean? Oh, no. I haven't smoked in years.
She shakes her head, slowly. Wait, maybe she knows where you can get cigarettes. Delicious, toasty cigarettes stuffed to the tip with. You would do well to follow her example. Smoking is the reason you feel like a rag. It's painful for you to even ask these questions.
You should really ask someone younger and more mobile, sweetie. I'm glad you think so, but I still don't know where you can get cigarettes. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly, and it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duty.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the...
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. It's your turn.
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? No, I'm not the bartender, I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember? But you see, he didn't.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
The words leave your mouth as if walking up the stairs. Everything is going fine.
Oh, so apparently I'm a bitch now. Okay, I'll be the bitch, and you'll be the broke cop who owes me money. And no one will arrest anyone because that's insane. How's that?
Sir, leash in your tongue.
The words nail the cafeteria manager to his place. Unmoving, he stares down at the counter with his cheeks reddish.
Officer, you need to contact your station. Ask your people for assistance with the money you owe this place. There is a shortwave radio in my car. When you get the time, use it. We need to get this investigation started.
I'm sorry, but I can't let him stay here if he doesn't pay. He's 3 days on the slip. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, he'll have to work this from home.
No, there's no need. Let's go. Goodbye, sir.
The cafeteria manager stands silently behind the counter, his eyes fixed on the broken taxidermy, then on the ledger. He does not... The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity? I know what you meant.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on the edge disco cop. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. The switch must be broken because the lights are on.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? Three days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar.
Good. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic. It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular. That's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad, completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
Good. Let's change the subject.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a, not to mention, great.
Stop that. Yeah, what do you want to know? Good.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe
Can I help you? Absolutely out of the question.
absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit.
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest, and they come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not...
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken wind. Like what?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah, man. Let's calmly. The lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again.
What are you doing? We should move.
A real drink would go well with those cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination. He looks one with the table. It would take quite some effort to wake him up. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
There is only one way to awake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Why the yelling, man? Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it, officer? Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about. Knocks you right out when you drown a bottle or two. That's the name of my employer. I work it.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
Logistics? No. It's a nightmare. Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you. His eyes.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No X anything.
Fuck sleep. Despite the headache and the queasiness, You feel like you've got at least a 10-kilometer run in you.
Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a dead. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern? I can tell you this. Trouble.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off. He's strong, but even he has reasons to be cautious here.
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends, same as him, killers. There's only one thing they know well. How to wreak havoc. Everyone. It's a local rumor.
Meaning, you're not gonna get more out of me.
You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even sleepy hair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective. The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table. All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46 hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to a yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath. Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. There's a frit on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The greater Revachol industrial harbor is an artificial mountain. La Drusienne, King Dri's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes, Couron, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streak. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath, Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. It's home.
I have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the...
You cannot return.
To be in Martinez where no one goes, at the runoff point of a... Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands. It's the only home you have now, but you can't go back. Not like this. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain...
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a frit to the east. They sell them there.
with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Silence. No one answers your call. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More... You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hob. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage.
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
Did someone say pry bar? Really? Your muscles are down with either one.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit?
Get the fuck out of here, face! You got to...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the... I'll die before I squeal. Still...
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
It's love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now? What's the matter? Kuno's got you cornered. Nothing to... Who's the man now, huh? Kuno's the man. You wouldn't believe that...
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Right, Pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there. Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright? Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just...
Yeah, her.
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking for Kuno. He says you...
Get the fuck out of here, Pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse. Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, Pig. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah?
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah. Kuno's got... What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
The fuck are you calling us?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out!
Pig's in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming. Thump. The blow connects surprisingly well, leaving your knuckles tingling. Kuno feels it. This was no light tap.
What?
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct. Get yourself together.
Okay, Pig. Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
The creature behind the fence has fallen ominously silent. Only her...
Okay, Pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want? Shitload, Pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno... Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean. Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists or prime ministers. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes, and isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pallets, easy on the eyes.
Yes?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is in. This Post-Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantorie mail collection box. It sounds betrayed. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box. I don't. Let's go.
The mail collection box has no faith in your son.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
And it's kind of like a puzzle, too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head, yes.
No, your resilience.
That's a bit childish. Obviously, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. My name is Annette, sir. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. they'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of fame. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. Oh, I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular. This is entirely, completely you. You have found the right books.
Oh, Man from Hjelmdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, The Man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Rows and rows of Hjelmdalamen blur your vision. Maybe 100. Those snow crabs are worse than they sound. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hjelmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase. Between the throne and the Hjelmdalaman lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
Oh, blood and violence. What does it matter? If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdal.
small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages, an endless variety. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate a towering mountain of colorful board.
Wonderful board. Browbritter is a fun game of economic competition. Don't be so hard. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. Lousy. I've heard they turn people into a cult in...
An endless variety. There's also a large hardbound tome. There's a box that nonsense for anemic binoclards. An endless. There's also a large. There's a box that nonsense for anemic binoclards. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped. What if you just break it down? You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side, but you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you? What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now, let's go get the flashlight, shall we?
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter. Kudos. A barbell lies on the floor. The cut is 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form. Even your body has failed you. It's a miracle you didn't injure yourself.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either. At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head. You're right. The weights may fall off. Better not touch it then. No one does until they get smashed under the barbell. It's dark. This would be a lot easier with a flashlight. I've got one in the Kinema's toolbox. We should go back for it before we continue. No sense in tripping around in the darkness.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight. After you've acquired it, go to your inventory .
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. Crime fiction is these books greatly overstay. What's more, they completely, not a single mention of all the stress this work creates. You see, Dick Mullen on a killing is declared. Dick Mullen, oh no, turns out yes, tragedy caught. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right? He watches you melt down stoically. From nothing you can say would make you feel any better. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking